Okay.
Go, Summer.
What is the best way to bring communities together? How can we make a significant contribution locally and even globally? There was a time when I had my own personal service platform that was called Healing Hearts Against Abuse. This is a platform that I had to serve for an entire year, partnering with the Victims Crisis Center, holding fundraisers, promoting awareness, and supporting the issue of domestic violence and sexual assault. What brought me this opportunity to have a voice and be heard in the community was the Miss America organization. Being involved in the pageant system gave me opportunities to attend and host charity events while networking with other companies and businesses who could potentially support this nonprofit Victim Crisis Center. There are so many ways we can involve ourselves in volunteering. Volunteerism does not have to be something we just check off our list on a free Saturday morning. Volunteering should be an essential part of growing up. It's significant to improving communities for many reasons. It helps groups and communities who need support. It promotes goodness, bringing a sense of unity within a community. It helps students get involved. It brings a spirit of service into a person's work ethic. And last, it can be important to your health as well. Service is what binds our communities together. Without the constant volunteers, organizations, and especially nonprofit programs would not be as strong as they are. Community service sets that solid foundation that our towns and certain organizations need. Community service can be seen as one of the most important acts to participate in while growing up. Taking action and participating by being an active volunteer will majorly bless the lives of citizens in need. Community service can also be seen as a privilege in addition to an obligation. It brings peace into a community. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics says that at the end of September in 2009, approximately 63.4 million people recognized the importance of volunteer work and gave their time through an organization at least once. Religious organizations benefited from the highest number of volunteer hours, followed by educational programs and programs benefiting young people. Supporting the groups and organizations within a community is a key factor in volunteering. Working at a booth for a nonprofit organization, such as a Victim Crisis Center, is an example of how to serve locally. We can see benefits from serving the different organizations in our community just by offering our assistance. Another way I participated in volunteering was when I had the opportunity to work across the globe within the islands of Fiji. While a couple of days were spent vacationing and touring the beautiful country, many of the time was spent working hard on the village and building bathrooms for the families there in the Naase village. Meeting all these different people with their different culture was a fun thing to experience. It was a good feeling knowing a group of us were improving their way of life by volunteering and having a good attitude about the labor. One of the work days, I became ill, probably from eating some weird Fijian food mixed with dehydration and asthmatic problems. I was sent to the community meeting house, which is a central shack in the middle of the village, to rest and regain my strength for the rest of the day. One Fijian woman saw me sick from working on a house that wasn't even her own, and she came over to me and she decided to take care of me. This woman cradled me like I was her child. She rubbed my head and did all she could to make me feel better. She even ran to her home and back to bring me one of the only sheets and pillows her whole family owns. This was an act of service, not just some big volunteering experience, but a small, sweet desire to serve with love. Many times, volunteering in a community needs to begin with the realization that what you're doing is good, and having the desire to serve will make it an even better experience. Community service and volunteering also promotes goodness and brings a sense of unity and peace within a community. I've seen that volunteering in my hometown is essential to our citizens. They feel a responsibility to give back and to be grateful for their community. Volunteering is a great way to get students and adults involved within their community activities as well. How many times have you missed out on a street fair or local farmers market, maybe even a 5K run, some benefit marathon, or a Zumba class? Every community has activities that not everyone knows about. Get involved with the local organizations and groups and assist them with their advertising. We can help promote their services or even be a helper when available. Some people may even say that volunteering is important for your health. It brings a spirit of service into a person's work ethic, teaching them that it is okay to serve others and get nothing in return. Serving others also brings a spirit of love into people's lives. This includes the volunteers as well as the people and groups being served. Taking action and participating by being an active volunteer will majorly bless the lives of the citizens in need. It is our duty to serve others and volunteer whenever we can. Taking care of others and benefiting them when we are able is a marvelous thing to do. Volunteer work is always available around us. More people should be involved in small acts of service and good deeds to benefit their communities locally. If we start acting locally, uniting with good intentions of volunteerism, happy feelings will be brought and good-spirited attitudes will be enlightened. Without the constant volunteers, organizations would not be as strong as they are. Community service sets that solid foundation that our town and organizations need. The willingness to serve will create a peace and sense of unity in our community. Volunteering should be an essential part of our growing up. So next time you hear of an opportunity to volunteer, consider signing yourself up and enjoy the silent rewards of volunteering.